Hello, everyone, and welcome to this session on the many powerful ways you have to keep top of mind with Prospects CRM. My name is Marie. I'm the training manager here at Prospects. And during the next few minutes, I'll demonstrate the various features that you have at your disposal to keep in touch with your clients effortlessly as soon as you've set up your Prospects CRM and have a nice little contact database in it at your disposal. Just to sum up what we're going to cover today, there's three main topics that we have here. First, I'll show you how to personalize the client experience that you provide. This part of the presentation is available to most of our users if you have access to Prospects CRM, as well as to our Quebec users that have Prospects Pro. Next, I'll show you how to promote your business and listings on Facebook. Again, if you are one of our Prospects CRM users, you should have access to this. And if you're in Quebec, it is available in the Prospects Pro subscription. And last, I'll show you how to keep in touch with your clients by sending them market reports tailored to their needs, either by email or through your Facebook page. This particular feature is available to all of you, no matter which version of Prospects CRM you are using and no matter where you are from. So that being said, let's get started. I definitely want to make sure I have plenty of time to show you everything there is. So as you already know, we've talked about this in our previous session, which was all about setting up and building your contact database to be able to leverage the many features of your CRM. It's going to be important to keep in touch with everybody you know, just in general. And your Prospects CRM software provides you with a few awesome features that after setting it up, and that just takes a few moments, then we'll start working for you so that you keep in touch with most of your sphere of influence without too much effort, so that you can focus on what really requires your time and attention. I'm basically going to show you how to make Prospects CRM work for you in the next few minutes. So first, let's talk about how to personalize the client experience that you provide. So to make sure that not only you are top of mind, but your brand is top of mind, and anytime you send something to your clients that you are clearly recognized and they know exactly who this is from, well, we're gonna recommend that you go customize the certain things in your Prospects CRM software. So let me actually pull my Prospects CRM immediately, because we're gonna go dig into the Prospects CRM immediately here today. So here's my Prospects CRM. Do you guys see it? Hopefully you do. And to be able to customize the experience you provide to anybody, not just your clients, to be honest, anybody through Prospects CRM, go customize it. To do so, you have to go through the configuration of the software, which is available by clicking on that little gear icon in the top right corner of your interface. And then you're going to have to go under customization. And it's under customization that you can do two things. That's if you are a member of a participating market. So when you get to this window here, so you go through the configuration and then you click on the customization section of the configuration, you may land immediately on the brand and share tab. Keep in mind that it's available in most markets, and in Quebec it's a Prospects Pro exclusive. Here what you can do is set up your branding so that many things that you will be providing through Prospects CRM will show your logo and your colors so that you are recognizable immediately. So you can pick the colors of your choice. Let me just highlight where that is. Over here, do you see it? Over here, oh, my arrow's red. Let me just change its color real quick. So maybe make it gold. It's going to stick out a little bit more. Here you go. So, okay, there you go. So see these three colored dots? You can click on those to choose the colors of your choice. In my case, as you noticed, those are the official Prospects colors that I picked. But if the colors that are there by default don't suit you, just click on the colored circle. And then with the color selection tool, you can basically pick whichever color you want, right? There's various ways of adjusting the color, and just pick what makes the most sense. And then next, so anyways, there. Next, then select your logo. You can do so by clicking on that little button, that little plus button, which will allow you to navigate through your computer's hard drive to find the perfect image that you want to use as a logo. So yes, for those who are wondering, we don't provide you with an image bank of any kind. You have to submit your own logo here. If you already have done so in Prospects Mobile, then you know what, your branding is already set, because you don't really it carries over. Your branding, no matter if you set it up in Prospects CRM or Prospects Mobile, it affects our whole suite of products. So if you've already done it and it's fine how it is right now, just leave it be, close this window, move on. If not, set it up here or on your smartphone or tablet through Prospects Mobile if it's easier for you. And of course, don't forget to save or save and close when you're done to make sure that your selection is applied and that you now are able to provide a customized experience to your clients. And if you're not sure that your selection will look good, based on what you're going to be providing them through Prospects CRM, use the preview button. You'll be able to view both the market report layout as well as the listing details layout and how they look with the colors and logo that you've just picked. In my case, if you guys don't mind, I'm not going to save this because I liked my colors as they were before, so I'm just going to exit out of this window without saving to make sure that I keep my branding as it was, because I like it better that way. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me go back. Another thing that you all have access to, however, just so you know, is within this same customizable section of the configuration is the headers tab. This will allow you to adjust how your contact details are displayed whenever you're providing something to your clients through Prospects CRM. We have a default header that is at your disposal that you can adjust if need be by just double clicking it. So it will allow you to choose an image as your picture. If you don't want Prospects CRM to pull your photo, your agent photo, from the members directory of your organization. And if you don't want Prospects CRM to simply pull your contact details from your real estate board or association as your official contact details whenever providing something through Prospects CRM, you can uncheck the boxes to that effect and then type whatever you want in the fields that you see here. Like in my case, I decided to provide everything myself, right? I just edited everything so that my contact details looked exactly the way I wanted and not necessarily fetch the default details that are under my name at the real estate board. And of course, yet again, if you make any changes, save. And if you'd rather have a different header altogether, like a team header or something like that, with the plus button, you can create additional headers and swap them whenever need be. So that's another part of the customization that you have access to. Then when that's done, then you can start leveraging all the great features that will use that branding and that header configuration. And that includes the Facebook publishing tool, as well as the market report feature that we're going to talk about today. For those of you who have access to our Facebook publishing tool and do have a Facebook page for their business, is that the case for anyone here? Raise your hand if it is. Well, Prospects CRM, okay, a lot of you have access to this and have a Facebook page. So from the configuration, yet again, where we still are right now, there's a way to activate the Facebook publishing tool of Prospects CRM and CRM Pro so that the CRM starts publishing your listings as of today whenever there's a new listing under your name at the MLS, or if you drop the price of one of your listings or label it as sold, or if you've published an open house on the MLS that's coming up. What you have to do on your end is pretty straightforward. Of course, make sure you have a Facebook page for your business already. That's a must, because our Facebook publishing tool can only publish on a Facebook page, not a profile, knowing that the publishing on a profile goes against the terms of service of Facebook. So we made sure you wouldn't get in trouble. So it's exclusively for your Facebook page. And when you click on the Facebook publishing button here in the configuration, it will guide you through the process of activating this feature and customizing the publications so they look the way you want. The first thing it's going to ask you to do is to connect your Facebook account to prospects. If you haven't logged into Facebook on the computer you're working on at the moment, as soon as you click on Connect Facebook, it's going to ask you to log in. In my case, I was on Facebook during my lunch break, so I was already logged in, and it recognized me. That's me, so I'll continue as myself on Facebook. And then it's going to ask a few questions so that we give prospects CRM permission to access our Facebook page and publish in our behalf. And knowing that some of us may have multiple Facebook pages, that's the case for me, by the way. I have a bunch, as you can see. Then we're going to have to pick on which Facebook page we want Prospect CRM to be able to publish on. In my case, it's my 2 real estate Facebook pages. I've got a bunch of other pages that have nothing to do with my real estate business, so I'll only select the ones that actually matter in this case and leave the other ones unchecked, and then I'll click on next. And then it's going to ask me to give permission to prospects to do a bunch of stuff, like manage my ads, my pages, if I selected multiple, and to be able to publish on the pages that I just gave it access to. So yes, I definitely want prospects to have access to all of that. So I'll leave everything to yes, and then press done. Then almost instantly, now prospects and Facebook, my Facebook, they're connected. And then after I click on OK, then with this window here, I can now, I have full control now of what the Facebook publishing tool will do in my behalf as of now. In the first box where it says publishing my listings, right? See, it has my name here with personal profile. And this is deactivated, right? There's no way we can publish listings on a profile, like I said. We left it there just in case Facebook changes its mind, because in the past they've backpedaled a little bit. They've allowed and then removed the rights to do so, and done that a few times. So if they ever change their mind again, we may be able to allow you to publish your listings on your profile eventually. But at least you'll be able to pick on which of your Facebook pages you actually want your listings published with this first part. So in my case, both pages that I selected earlier, that I gave prospects access to, I definitely want my listings published there. And by the way, this is simply so that you have full control, so that later on, if you ever feel like, I don't know, like retiring one of your Facebook pages, right, something like that, you'll have the means of removing, right, just turning off the publication of your listings on one of them in the future. And then with the following part of this window, then you have full control on the type of publications that will be made and the captions that will accompany them every single time. So for most markets out there, you will be able to publish your new listings, your price drops, your open houses, and your sold listings. And where it says post text, that's the caption that would accompany these different types of publications. I highly recommend that you add your personal touch to these, knowing that all of our users start with the same captions. If you want to stand out from your competition, maybe rephrase this or add to it, or maybe use hashtags, whatever you want. Maybe You know what? I have so little creativity. I don't necessarily know what I would suggest for you guys, but just make sure that your publications that will be made in your behalf with our Facebook publishing tool stand out. And don't forget at the bottom completely to activate brand then share if it's not active yet. This will make sure that all your Facebook publications made by Prospect CRM will use your colors and the logo that you've used, that you've set up when you customized the experience you wanted to provide to your customers. That's pretty important too. And if you're not sure what these publications are going to look like, you're curious to know what it's going to look like in general, then see there's a little like sort of magnifying glass next to each publication under the preview column. Click on those and it will show you a brief example of what it's going to look like. Hold on a second. I think it just popped up for you guys. Did you see? So remember mine was reds and grays, and I had the Prospects logo as my logo, so that's why my publications look like this. Yours will potentially be different. So anyways, there. And when you're done, you save and close, and boom, from then on, Prospects CRM will start publishing your listings as you've determined it. And you just have to let it do the work, and you can focus on something else. And anytime something happens, well, again, anytime something is new under your name, a listing, a price reduction, a recently sold, an open house, Prospect CRM will make sure that it's published on those Facebook pages of yours. So that's for Facebook publications. That's pretty straightforward, right? You just activate the feature. And just to quickly recap, everything I showed you so far today is available by clicking on the configuration icon, which is that little gear icon in the top right corner, and then going under customization to set up your branding and your headers, and then Facebook publishing to activate the feature that will start publishing your listings in your behalf automatically. And then next, well, there's the market report feature. Very useful to keep in touch automatically with whoever you want. It doesn't necessarily need to be an active buyer or seller of yours. A lot of people could benefit from knowing what's going on in the market, in the area, right? In their area or their area they're interested in, and know how the market's behaving, what's going on, right? What's the price, the average price, average days on market, etc., right? It's not necessarily just active clients that may benefit from it. And by activating a market report for any individual, Prospect CRM will make sure that you keep in touch with them effortlessly yet again. So how does it work? Well, to activate a market report for someone, it's pretty straightforward. You have to go under the market reports section of your CRM. So you have to click on the market report button, which is the one of the first ones in your toolbar on the left-hand side of your software's interface. And then it's with this interface here that you can manage market reports that you've already activated, or activate new ones for whomever you want. Keep in mind that you are required to have a contact record for the individual you want to set one up for. So when you get started, I highly recommend that you create a contact in your name, right? To be able to use that contact to test out all these features, including the market report feature. Test it out on yourself. That's actually what I'm going to do today. So here, to activate a new market report, it's pretty straightforward. Just click on the add button that's in that toolbar at the top of the market report section, and then just follow the steps on screen. The first thing that it's going to ask you is, what type of report do you want to set up? This only applies if you've already activated our Facebook publishing tool, because you can either email a report or publish it on your Facebook page. That's pretty cool, right? Because maybe some of the people that follow you on Facebook, they're not necessarily on the market for a specific property, right? So they're not necessarily interested in the listings that you have on the market just in general, but maybe they'd like to know about the market in their area. And by emailing them a report, a personalized report directly, or simply publishing a report, a general report on your Facebook page so they can check it out if they're following you on your Facebook, it works out. So pick which one you want. Do you want to email it or publish it on your Facebook page? And if you decide to email it to someone, then you're going to have to tell which contact you want to set it up for. So yes, you're required to have a contact record for the individual, and make sure to have an email, a valid email address in their contact record, to make sure that these market reports are destination. In this case, I'm not even sure if I added myself in my contacts at this point. Oh yes, I did. And as you can see, all I had to do is type my name, and boom, it found the contact under my name because I'm setting it up for myself as one of my contacts. But I could have picked anybody that I have in my contacts and set up a market report for them as well. By the way, could you guys tell me if you still hear me at this point? I'm getting error messages that my connection is not necessarily that great. If you guys could just send me a message, tell me that everything's clear, or not. If it's not, I'd appreciate it. Thanks in advance. Okay, perfect. Okay, so some of you are telling me that it goes in and out from time to time. And maybe that's why I'm getting those errors. Hopefully it's not gonna be too bad for you guys. I'm going to keep going knowing that there's not much I can do, unfortunately. But after you pick, if you're emailing it or sending or publishing it on Facebook, and if you're emailing it, specifying who you want to email it to, then you click on next, and the following window is the last window you'll have to deal with to set this market report up and get it working for you. The first thing you're going to have to do is determine how often you want this report sent, in this case sent to Marie. So you can send it monthly or quarterly, depending on who that person is and how often you want to keep in touch with them. Pick accordingly. Next, just below, then you have to choose which area you want the market report to be about. You can go by zip code or by MLS location. So you can go by just entering a zip code, a postal code, or picking from the areas that your MLS breaks down your market with. In my case, let's say that Marie is interested in a neighborhood in Montreal, and more specifically the neighborhood called Unsick, which is a municipality that's broken down within my MLS in Quebec. So I'm just going to type Unsick and then press the tab key, and boom, it found the municipality available under my MLS, under my local listing database. And the market report will be based on that specific area. I can also specify a price range if I want to narrow it down a little bit more. In my case, because Marie is just, she's not an active buyer or anything like that, or a seller. I know she lives in Unsick. And she is interested in knowing what's going on in her neighborhood. So I'm just going to leave it like that, and no price range, just so she's got a general view of what the market is all about, no matter what property is out there on the market. And then I can also narrow it down to a specific property category or property type. In my case, I'd rather just leave it to single family because that's what Marie's interested in, and no property type, just so, again, that she has a general idea of the market. And you know what? That's it. After that, you click on save or save and close. And from then on, Marie now will get the market report, in this case, every month in my behalf. And I have nothing to do, really. Starting from now, that's it. That's it. That's all. And if I want to preview what Marie's first market report is going to look like, I can click on the action button from this same screen and preview it. Let me show you real quick. This is what it looks like, and it's an interactive piece. It's going to be customized with your contact details, the name, and particular settings that you've set up for that particular market report. So in this case, it's for Marie. It's a market report on Unsick, single family properties exclusively. And now she's got access to all of these valuable details anytime she wants, based on, well, just by looking at the email that she's going to receive every month from the market report feature which will be sent automatically. And it's going to be sent in her preferred language based on the language I saved under her contact record, because there's a language field. Did you guys notice that in your contact records? Especially for you guys in Quebec, making sure that you switch the language in your contact records to French for your French-speaking customers. That's going to be a must, because this piece here will be sent either in French or in English if you're in Quebec, knowing that Prospect CRM is bilingual and its market report is as well. So you make sure to set up the correct language in each of your contact records so they receive anything from Prospect CRM in their preferred language. That's pretty cool, right? So that's the market report feature. And like I said, it's just going to start working for you automatically as soon as you set it up. Keep in mind, however, that like in this case, if I go back to Prospect CRM here, I'm just going to close this preview. After setting it up, if you just save and close, okay, and you don't do anything else, I just want you to notice this here. See where it says next sending date? This is when it's going to be sent next. So as soon as you set it up, it will be sent. See here it says October 17th, and today we're October 16th. Just in case some of you are watching the recording of the session and not the live one. So that means that they'll receive it the next morning. So Marie won't receive the market report instantly. She'll receive it tomorrow morning if I just leave it as is. If I do want Marie to get it immediately, not tomorrow, immediately, then remember that action button that I was talking about earlier where we were able to preview the market report for Marie? Well, there's also a way of sending the market report to Marie immediately with the Send Now button. So you have the ability to just send it immediately if you want. That's if you don't want your client to wait until the next morning. So that's pretty straightforward, right? And of course, if you'd rather publish it on your Facebook page, don't forget to choose accordingly, but you will not be able to publish your market reports on Facebook until you've activated the Facebook publishing tool. That is definitely a must, which is why I told you guys about this this Facebook publishing tool first, so that I could show you the two options that you have when you're setting up a market report. So that being said, one last thing, there is a way to customize a little further the market report itself. Let me show you what I mean by that. The market report feature has its own settings, and you can find them as well under the configuration of your CRM. So let's go under configuration again and choose market report this time. And under the market report configuration, there's two things you're going to be able to do. You're going to be able to customize the message that will be accompanying the market report when it's sent by email every time, right? So it's gonna, and you can customize both the French and English version of that message if need be. If you guys don't have French speaking clients, just disregard the French version tab, just ignore it and just work on the English version one. And for these texts, you have the possibility of editing, so customizing the subject line of the email that will be received by your clients when they get the market report, as well as the the message when they receive the first market report and any subsequent market reports they'll receive after that. So go again, all of our users start with these. Go check these out and go edit them so that it sounds like you wrote it, right? That it comes from you, no one else's, that it's not too generic. And don't forget to save when you're done. The last thing you can do when it comes to the market report configuration is to adjust its layout and options. So here, when we talk about layout and options, we're mainly talking about the header. Remember we talked about customizing the header? Well, here you could pick which header, your default header or your, like in my case, I've got a default header and a Teams header. So if you have multiple headers configured, you could pick which one the market report feature will be using so that you're always clearly identified the way you want on that piece. You can also be notified if the market report feature has any issues, or if it ever sends market reports to your clients. So it's up to you. You can be notified in various ways. And again, after setting this up, when you're done, don't forget to save and close, and your market reports will then be fully customized, not just branded, but customized as well with your valid contact details, however you've set it up. And if you've done all this, right, in the configuration, right, dealt with the customization, activated the Facebook publishing tool, and customize the market report feature itself, then you'll be fully capable of taking advantage of these great features that will allow you to keep top of mind effortlessly through Prospect CRM. Again, don't forget, however, that it is mandatory to have a contact database, and more specifically a contact record for anyone you want to accomplish something for or activate something for. So don't forget to manage your contacts efficiently before you get to these great features that let you keep in touch with whoever you want automatically. So that being said, that's it for how to keep top of mind with Prospect CRM. Hopefully you've enjoyed this session. In a few moments, I will start the question period. But before I do, I want to remind you that this is one of the many webinars that we offer you on the Prospect Solutions, Prospect CRM, as well as Prospects Mobile have classes that you can attend for free online, either live or by watching an on-demand recording. You can find our training schedule on our website, which is prospects.com. This is also where you can find our contact details if you ever need assistance or have questions and I'm not around, so that you can reach our support team, which is there for you. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page too. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/prospects. We'd love to have you like our page if you haven't done so already, because it's through our Facebook page that we keep in touch with you guys as much as possible. So thanks for the quick follow if you weren't following us already. We appreciate it. And I want to thank you for attending this class. It's always a pleasure to show you more about your Prospect CRM software. I hope I'll have additional opportunities to show you more about this great solution, as well as our mobile solution if you don't know it already. And in the meantime, have fun with your Prospect CRM.